Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. If Scorpio is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. And if there's anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. All right, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Scorpio, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And there's a Princess of Cups. Very interesting. I really do like the Princess of Cups. I like the Page of Cups from Rider-Waite-Smith a little bit better, just an imagery. But this one has a real sense of mystery to it, a real sense of novelty and wonder, a kind of dreaminess that is really special. I really do like that. So let's, interesting. Let's put this into some context. A lot of some kind of conflicting energies here. This is going to be intense, I think. Yeah, I think that there is you're kind of feeling like a major disruption in your life right now, but I think it's a good thing. I think it's kind of a growing pain that we're feeling right now, right? Look at this fire energy at the bottom tower, a 10 of wands here. Let's select our mystery card. Bonus card, confirmation card. We're going to use the Smith-Waite Tarot, and we're going to put the alien right on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, and hopefully that will tie everything together and, give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. So let's look at this now. We've got a lot of major arcana. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A lot of majors. We've got some fire energy here. We've got some water energy over here. We've got some air, and we've got some earth. So it's pretty balanced. We have some of everything, right? It seems a little heavy on the fiery energy. It seems a little heavy on the kind of manifesting this earth energy, which is kind of nice. I love readings that are fire earth combos, right? Because to me that is like a direct manifestation of our will. Going from fire, that imagination, that vision, that creativity, right to crystallization, right to manifestation, right to like practical results, right? Bypassing too much water, bypassing too much air. The air and the water, they kind of mix. They start getting a little bit of bubbles and, the carbonation there. Causes problems. So going from fire to earth is kind of the best way. But we do have some water and air, right? We do have water and air here kind of in the horizontal way. Now, interesting with these two cards, with the Knight and the Princess, it feels like there's like a, because the Knight of Cups is a passionate, fiery kind of water energy. It's a Cancer kind of energy. Could be that there's a Cancer person that is kind of knocking at your door, and maybe you're trying to resist them a little bit. You're not so sure about kind of answering the door and letting this energy in. That could be something. We could look at this different ways. At first glance, I was like, well, this is a life-changing event, a life-changing process, right? I wonder if it has something to do with a romantic situation. We have the Lovers here. We have these two water energies, right? So this could be Scorpio, and this could be maybe a Cancer person or a water sign generally, or not even a water sign. Could be somebody that is here offering you a gift. Maybe they already did, and you haven't quite decided if you're accepting it. Okay. So we could look at this as really a very romantic. This might be the first true romance reading that we've had on the channel. Especially when we look at this Hierophant. It could be that this is, the Hierophant is the officiator of the wedding, right? So this could be really this union. It could be a coming together of you and the soulmate kind of person. There are still some doubts about it. There's still a little bit of worry about it. We have a 7, a 5. Because it's going to be disrupting your entire life. You feel like it's shaking things up in a way that, well, nobody really likes a life that is just kind of uprooted, right? Maybe that's what's going on. There's something being offered to us, whether it's a romantic situation or not, that if we commit to it, if we Lover's card, then we also Tower card, right? If we accept this union, if we commit to this, whatever this is, we're going to probably uproot our lives. And that leads to a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of stress, a little bit of uncertainty. But look on the path of the serpent. Fortune, knowledge, education, and manifestation. So we are, I think, headed in the right direction with this union, but we have to be creative. We have to find creative ways to manifest this to where it's not so disruptive, to where we don't feel that it's, we don't feel this anxiety. This Tower moment, it's underneath everything. And I know I'm kind of skipping around and jumping between cards here, but the Tower, underneath everything, it's this feeling within you that your life is being uprooted. It's really being disrupted and changed, and that's a difficult thing to deal with. I don't care who you are. It's never fun to feel like the stable life that we've built is changing that drastically. Even if it's such a positive change, right? Even if you're moving into a bigger house, you're changing jobs to a bigger, better career thing. Even if you are going from, single life to now this really intense family life, right? Things are changing. And it may feel quite sudden. It may feel abrupt. And I think that's why there's this little bit of reluctance to accept what's being offered to you from the universe, from this maybe water sign, maybe Cancer person. There's a little bit of doubt, right? 7 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. Let's talk about these because I think these are the big obstacle. There's a little bit of pessimism or doubt that this could work out in a successful way. Now, we already know what's coming on the path of the serpent. Wheel of Fortune, Hierophant, Universe. Boom. No doubt about it there, but it doesn't change how we feel. You could know for an absolute fact that the sun is going to rise tomorrow. We can still feel anxiety tonight. It doesn't cure our doubts. So there's this concern that things won't work out. There's this frustration, this stress over the process itself, right? And maybe this isn't romantic for you. Maybe you are changing jobs. Maybe you are moving your family somewhere. It's something that's taking a very huge commitment on your part. It's going to have wonderful results, right? But it's stressful now. And right now is all that matters, right? So there is this question of whether or not this is the right move. With the 7, it's saying, well, this is going to be a lot of work. Is it worth it? Am I going to see the results? Am I going to see the benefit of this? Right? What if, right? The 5 of Swords is a lot of what ifs. What if I do all of this work? What if I make this commitment and I agree to all this and I use all of my energy into this thing and it still fails? This is that doubt that we all have anytime, even when I'm about to do these tarot readings, I go through a little bit of this. What if I just don't connect with the cards this time, right? What if I put all this effort into these readings and they fail and they don't work and I don't connect with the cards and you, the audience, you don't connect with me or with the cards? What if, right? So what we do instead is we kind of, we Princess of Cups it, right? We try to find some creative ways to deal with the stress of it. And I think that there is in you an intense imagination. I think you're a very thoughtful person, but yes, I think you're kind and that kind of thoughtful. But I think you have a very rich fantasy life, a very rich imagination. Yeah. And I think what you imagine, what you kind of daydream about, starts to feel really real. Yeah. So with these cards, let's be careful of what scenario, of what reality, of what daydream we're entertaining. Yeah. Because I think you have a very powerful imagination. You're probably someone that if you imagine a scenario long enough or deeply enough, concentratedly enough, it manifests. Here's the card of manifestation. So I think the way we are trying to look at this is that this is a new, exciting experience, that this is novelty, that this is spontaneity, but not in the sense of randomness. Spontaneity doesn't just mean doing something random for the heck of it. Spontaneity is the way that you respond to a situation, right? Not in a purposeful way, not in a thoughtful way, right? Not in a way where we gauge and plan and judge our responses and, okay, well, when that person comes, when I get this offer, this is what I should do, this is what I should say, this is how I'm supposed to act, right? I think a large part of this tower anxiety underneath it is trying to figure out, how do I deal with this situation? How should I respond to this? How am I going to respond to the difficulties? How should I? All of that stuff. A lot of what ifs and how should I's. And I understand that. I have a lot of social anxiety. So when I was younger, I'd be in social situations or at work or something, and I'd always be concerned with, if I'm talking to coworkers or something, well, how should I stand right now? How should I respond? Where should I put my hands? I have that problem now even, but I just don't really care as much. I feel like that is the opposite of spontaneity, right? That is trying to consciously be like, okay, I need to hold my hands, like this, or I don't know what. And before we know it, the moment's gone. It's over, So it's not really so much about the air and earth trying to refine or figure out how should I respond, what's the best course. Just act from the heart. Act with this spontaneity of this Princess of Cups, where it's almost a forgetting of ourselves. I almost wish we had a Fool energy here so we could talk about that. Maybe the mystery card will be that Fool. But it's the way that we respond to a situation that just flows from us to the other person. It's not just doing something random and unexpected, right? That would just be silly. That would be completely Fool energy. But we want to respond to the universe in such a way where it's just a natural exchange, where we're not thinking of really what we're saying, how we're saying it, where should I look, right? Do I look here? Do I look over here? Where should I put my hands? Am I standing weird? Does my voice sound funny? All of these things that happen internally, that's preventing spontaneity. What does that have to do with the situation you're in? Well, I guess it depends on that situation. I feel like we're trying to put too much of this kind of rational expectation on it. We're trying too much. This is getting too much in the way of these two energies coming together. You and this maybe Cancer, maybe water energy, whatever this is that's being offered to you. Whatever is at your door that you're wondering, should I answer it? Where should I look? Where should my hands go? What should I say? It's a lot that's coming in between. What we really need to do is allow ourselves to act spontaneously with this sense of novelty and the dreaminess and the imagination that you are capable of. And I think that's going to alleviate some of this tower feeling underneath it all. This feeling of kind of being uprooted, right? That's the feeling that I get with the tower energy today. And if we can get a handle on this and just react spontaneously to whatever this is that's at our door, I think we'll have a much easier time seeing how it's going to manifest. And it will be a natural progression. We don't have to we don't have to go back to a 5 and say, okay, well, how much energy is it going to cost me? What's the timeline here, right? What difficulties am I going to encounter? And, what am I going to manifest? Where am I going to be at the end? This is all that kind of the planning and stuff that we're doing in our heads before we even answer the door. We answer the door and greet this energy, and then our mind starts going into all these other places. We start feeling tower energy. What if it fails? How should I? What if? All this stuff. We just need to try to be spontaneously in the moment. Maybe this isn't the right union for you. If this is a new job, this is a new relocation somewhere, if this is a new partner, soulmate kind of situation, if this is a romantic thing, whatever it might be. We're looking at it, first of all, as a big energy drain. I think this is, 10 of Wands, it's in your general energy down here. I think when we are in all of this here, it's a real drain on our vitality. It's exhausting, honestly, right? The 10 of Wands is a card that is exhausted, but is like, you can't sleep yet, just getting overtired. And that's because of all of this other energy involved in what should just be a naturalness. How does it feel? How does it flow? Right? What's the rapport between you and this energy? Right? I don't want you to answer that question. I just want you to be in that. Right? Have that naturalness. Because right now I feel that it is so draining, it's so exhausting that you don't even want to do it. Right? That you're looking at this situation already as like this reading probably is very exhausting. So the way we see it, it's not worth this exhaustion, this effort that we're putting in. But look at these major arcana. The major arcana are saying really wonderful things about this opportunity. Right? This is the card that's in your environment. This is your relationship to the environment. This is the timing. This is divine timing. This is the very perfect time for this opportunity to come knocking at your door. This shows a growth and an expansiveness of your life. This shows a real opportunity to level up, to grow, to expand your life. If this is romance, if this is professional, it doesn't matter. This is an opportunity. This is a choice, a marriage, a union, a partnership that's going to lead to growth. Good growth. Now, the next card is what we don't want. We don't want the Hierophant. We don't want this to just be a lesson. We don't want to be schooled. We don't want to listen to another lecture. I'm sorry if my tarot readings feel that way sometimes. Actually, I'm not sorry. We need the education. We need to learn about the process. We need to learn about all of this other energy that's within us. Even though we don't want to, we need to learn it. We need to hear it. Because this energy all has the potential to really prevent this union, this very lucrative, successful manifestation. We could be preventing it with look at this, all of this energy, right? We got to get a handle on that. We need to at least be aware of it. Once you bring something to light, it has less of an effect on you. And that's what the Hierophant is doing. Just informing you. Trying to show you what's going on within you. Trying to also show you what the potential is. The Hierophant is saying, look at all this energy you have in you. And look at this opportunity that is being provided to you. The Hierophant, again, is the officiant of this union, right? It's divinely sanctioned. It's leading to tremendous growth. And then, of course, the World or Universe card. To me, this feels like you've already opened the door, and we've been in this infinite moment before you greet the energy, right? We've opened the door, and it's just like, it's all happening in a split second, but it's being drawn out. Well, we're at 22 minutes now in the reading, but it feels like an infinite moment. It feels like a lot of time has elapsed. And it's all going to come just sucking right back into your mind, and you're going to have to just be in that moment and react and respond, and, well, hopefully in that kind of natural, spontaneous way. But I feel like this is the opportunity that you've been waiting for. You know, I feel like this is the right path for you, because it's something that you've been wanting to go in this particular direction. But there's all this other energy was in the way, right? I think it's a chance for you to really carve out your place in life. Right? To really find where in this vast, infinite universe you belong. Right? I think this is part of your orbit, part of your destiny. So I feel like this is you building your universe, building your best life. You know, but there's all of this energy, of course, that doesn't always get in the way, but it's always a factor, right? It's something that we contend with. Let's see about the mystery card. Yeah, I'm curious. I like the universe world card. I feel like this is the dance that we want. This is the naturalness. This is just us existing in the universe as we are, right? There's nothing interfering. It's just planets and energies and stars and galaxies just swirling around in this dance. You know, as soon as you stop and think about what you're doing, then all the planets are going to crash into each other and stuff. But as long as we're just kind of doing it spontaneously, naturally, everything just flows. It's like that dance. So, mystery card now. Thank you, Simon, for bringing us the mystery card. I don't know. Maybe some major arcana. I mean, maybe it'll be the Lover's energy again. Maybe it'll be a reinforcing of the Wheel of Fortune energy. That would show that, hey, that we've got to jump on this opportunity. The timing here is very crucial. We don't want to miss the window of opportunity, right? Maybe that's it. Maybe the Hierophant again, though I don't think we should get the Hierophant again, because I don't feel like we want that. We don't want the lecture. We don't want that much of ourself to be revealed to us, you know? So, yeah, I'm not really sure. Let's just take a look at it. Okay, Nine of Pentacles. Yes, very good. Very good. This, I think, is this is kind of a confirmation for you, right? This is going to say this process, this, whatever this union is about you creating and living your best life, right? This is the Nine of Pentacles. It's an odd numbered card. It's a process. It's a function. It's you in the process of living that best life. So you got your pets, you got your plants, you got your people. Everything is, it's kind of that fantasy that you've had, right? Of kind of what you want your life to be. You have the opportunity now to manifest that. And that's the world or the universe card. You're building your world. This is the confirmation that you are not only building it in your imagination and your plans or whatever, but you're living it. That it's coming to fruition. It is manifesting. This is your best life being lived. I think this is a good confirmation. I think this is showing that, yes, maybe you are disrupting your life as it is. Maybe you are shaking things up. Maybe you are uprooting your life, but what you're growing is well worth it, I feel. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and do an extended. If you would like to stick around for the extended, just click on the link in the corner there. I want to thank you for being here and for letting me read for you. I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much for being the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot.